Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everybody, this is Mr. Saidi speaking. Today the third session, the grammar rule, the present perfect unit 9. Today we are going to discuss the present perfect tense, but before starting a new part, let's remember what happened in unit 7. In unit 7 we talked about the present perfect tense, the usage and the form in the affirmative form, which is about just and already. The present perfect form usage, we use it when we're going to talk about an action or situation happened in the past, specifically undefined time in the past. For example, I have watched this film before. I didn't mention when exactly I watched the film, so you don't know what the time did I watch the film. So it's undefined time in the past, so we used the present perfect. Also, we can use the present perfect tense when we're going to talk about an action begin in the past and continue to the present time. For example, she has studied English since she was in KG1. Again, she has studied English since she was in KG1. In this sentence, the action of studying English started in the past and is still happening till now. We still study English till now, so we used the present perfect tense. In Unit 9, the present perfect tense, here when we use ever and never. The usage. When we use ever to ask questions about experiences in someone's life. Here also we should know that ever means in at any time. Ever means at any time. Did it happen before? This is the meaning of ever. For example, have you ever taken dance classes? Yes, I have. Or you can say no, I haven't. Another example, has your brother ever been to India? No, he has never been to India. Or no, he hasn't. So we use ever to ask questions about someone's experiences in his life. And we said that ever means at any time. Did it happen before? The usage of never. When can we use never? We use never in the present perfect tense for negative sentences to talk about things you have not done at any time before. Again, the usage again, and we must understand it before saving it. We use never in the present perfect tense for negative sentences, the negative meaning, to talk about things you have not done it at any time before. And the meaning of never here, never means not at any time, didn't happen before, never happened. For example, I have never been to the USA. I didn't go to USA before. Example number 2, she has never gone to school late. It means that she didn't go to school late before. Example number 3, they have never swum in a lake. Again, they have never swum in a lake. It means that they didn't swim in a lake before. The form. The form of the sentences that have never. To make a sentence contains never, we start with subject as usual, plus have or has, plus never, plus the PP verb. then the rest of the sentence. Complete the rest of the sentence. Again, the form, when we use never, the sentence must have subject plus have or has plus never plus verb in the PP form, which is the past participle form, plus the rest of the sentence. Complete the sentence. For example, I have never failed a test. I have never failed a test. I didn't fail in a test before. Example number 2, she has never arrived late for her class. She has never arrived late for her class. Example number 4, we've never left you in a hard situation. Again, we've never left you in a hard situation. Last example, she's never played football. She's never played football. And she's here means she has. Ever. How can we use ever in questions in the question? The question form using ever contains have or has plus subject plus ever and the verb in the BB form plus the rest of the sentence, and don't forget the question mark. Again, have or has plus the subject, then ever plus the PP verb plus the rest of the sentence, and don't forget the question mark again. Let's read these examples together. Have you ever lost a mark? Yes, I have. Or you can say, no, I haven't. Another example, has she ever met a bear in her class? For sure, we don't have bears in our school, so no, she has never met a bear before. The third example, have they ever seen a magician? Yes, they have. The last part for this session for today, when we use yet, the present perfect tense with yet. The usage. We mentioned before that yet we use it in the negative form or questions. And don't forget that yet usually comes at the end of the sentence or the end of the question. Again, let's remember that we mentioned that the usage of yet, we use it in the negative form or questions. Yes, you're right, and it usually comes at the end of the sentence or the end of the question. Here we have two examples to make it more clear. She hasn't, it's negative using not, arrived yet. We can see that yet is in the last part of the sentence. Another example, have you done your homework yet? We can say yes or no. Yes, you're right. And we can see this is a question, contains a question mark started with have, and we can see yet at the end of the question. Also, in this part, we cannot forget just and already. In the previous unit, we mentioned that we have just and already, and these two words help us to discover or figure out that we need to use the present perfect form. And we said that just and already we use them in the affirmative sentence between have or has and the verb. For example, we have already bought a car. We have already bought a car. Okay? Or she has just finished her homework. She has just finished her homework. Those two sentences don't have not, so they are in the affirmative. They don't have question mark, so they are not questions. So we used just and already. After we finished the explanation and we saw many examples, many questions, let's answer this exercise together. Do as shown. Question number 1. I didn't read this book before. I didn't read this book before. Use never. We said that never means that we didn't do an action before, at any time before. So the answer will be I have never read this book before. And also we mentioned that never in the present perfect we use subject plus have or has plus never plus bb verb. So I subject, have and never, and read the pp verb read. So I have never read this book. Question number 2. No, our teacher has never been late for school. Ask a question. In this question we have in the answer never. So we said when we make question in the present perfect form we use yet or ever. Because we have never, so it's better to use ever. The question will be, has your teacher ever been late for school? And the question mark. Don't forget the question mark. We said also in the explanation that has or have plus subject, your teacher, plus ever plus pp verb plus the rest of the sentence, and don't forget the question mark. Question number 3. Have you ever driven a car? It's a question. Yes. Answer using no. So I can say no, I haven't, or no, I have never driven a car before, which means that I have never driven a car, that I didn't drive a car before. Number 4, my sister has made her bed yet. Correct the mistake. Yet. Yes, there is a mistake, I understand. I remember that our teacher told us that we couldn't use yet. We can't use yet without not or question mark in the negative form or the question form. So this sentence doesn't have not. So let's add not. The answer can be my sister hasn't made her bed yet, or my sister has never made her bed, and we removed yet. Question number 5. Lisa has gone to the English course. Lisa has gone to the English course. Use yet. Yes, as you said, we need to use yet, so we will change the sentence to the negative form. So Lisa hasn't gone to the English course yet. We can consider that we have finished this part from Unit 9 in the grammar. Dear students, my dear parents, it's my pleasure to be with you. See you soon for the next interview. I wish that you are great. Thank you. Bye bye.